Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Suikoden 2 walkthrough. Alright, so we're starting out in Lake West, I believe. And we've got some characters to recruit here. A very verbally abusive one here. Shiloh. So here you can just tell him, yeah, join our group. And then he will challenge us. Or make a deal, or however you want to look at this. So basically, this is the same thing as when we recruited Tai-Ho and Yamku earlier, where he requires you to win 5,000 poch from him. Here I actually got, I think, lucky. Nope, not there. We'll see here. I could have swore I one-shot this, but which means that I need to get triple. So maybe this last roll of the dice. We'll see. Excuse me. Oof, sorry. Oh, still got the sickness. Okay. Wow. Let's get going here. It's your turn. Yeah. No kidding. Oh. Okay. Huh. Oh, I thought that was my third roll. Oh, wait, I'm confused here. Huh, okay, so it actually looks like the rules changed there because I didn't get a score for, I don't know, was that my fifth roll? So that is actually a little bit different than when we faced Tai-Ho, because if you roll and you don't score, and you roll 3 times, you're done. And, you know, if you don't roll a score there, you lose against Tai-Ho. So again, it looks like it's just actually a little bit different here. So that's good. And I lucked out there and got triple for my roll. So anyways, this is Hicks and Tengar, and recruiting them is a real pain in the butt. It's a really long, annoying quest. You can wait, but I'm not gonna bother waiting. That is basically, I guess what I was gonna say is by waiting, you can actually wait until we get basically a person that's able to teleport us around, and when you're able to teleport, obviously you're gonna save a lot of time, just literally running around. Now, a different way to kind of speed this up is actually to take Stallion with you, because again, he can cruise you around the world map pretty quickly. So if you want to do that, go right ahead. I think we need to go down to the Kobold Village, though. That's the next stop. Kobold Village. Indeed it is. Geez, what tipped you off? Was it the kobolds running around? Real men don't whine. Alright. It's a good thing Tengar's around to teach Hicks what it's like to be a real man. Yeah. Because she's probably an expert. But alright, anyways. Let's head into the Kobold Village. I like how long this toasty condition lasted. I feel like I don't know if it's timed or if it's like if it'll just stay on you until you like sleep. I'm not sure, but it lasts a long time. I don't know that it actually does anything for you, though, to be completely honest. Like beneficially. I don't know if there's any sort of benefit to having that or not. But alright, so here we're heading into the or I should say following Tengar and Hicks into the chief's tent or hut or whatever this thing is. Alright, so apparently there is an old custom, and the chief's like, we don't really do that anymore. Kind of fun fact here, Hicks and Tengar are actually from the Warriors Village. And apparently that's the same place where Flick comes from. I don't know if that's useful information at all, but I don't know. Like I said, kind of fun fact. There you go, Warriors Village. Okay. Try to pull you into this whole mess. Probably too nice. Really? I don't know that nice was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw Tengar. Maybe overbearing? That I think might have been what I was thinking, but anyways. Okay. Oh, let's... Okay, something happened. Tengar's in bed. Won't wake up. Alright, so it's probably real obvious that this is all nonsense. Was the unicorn curse? Isn't there a cure? What was that? Alright, so Tengar hatched some scheme here to make Hicks a man. Now, I don't know that she really thought things through, but I guess her idea was, you know, make him do whatever this is, and kind of like that's good enough. I don't know. Again, it's super goofy, but whatever. All right, so what did I do? I think I kicked Gengen out, because I mean, why not? Hicks is actually pretty decent. He's equipped with a exertion rune on his weapon, and I think he's got a couple of. I think he gets 2 rune spots. Just don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. Oh, one other kind of fun fact about so I don't know if this is actually the case. I almost don't want to bring it up now because I'm not 100% sure, but. I think maybe this was like in the first game or one of the earlier games. I think they say something about the Warriors Village. The warriors there name their swords after. I don't know if it's someone special to them or what the deal is, but Flick, if you notice earlier on, he's got the Odessa is the name of his sword, and then Hicks here has the Tengar weapon. So again, I suspect that's a tradition, and I'm pretty sure that's in the lore somewhere, or at least they bring that up again in one of the earlier Suikoden games. Actually, this is Suikoden 2 now that I think about it. So it's either this game or the first one that they bring that up. But anyways, all right. So I don't even know where we're supposed to go here. I really wasn't paying attention, to be completely honest. But excuse me. Oh, is this the? This might be the Wind Cave. Or is it Cavern of the Wind? Something like that. I think that's the first spot we're going to go check out. Like I had mentioned earlier, the quest actually goes quite a bit faster if you've got Vicky recruited, just because she can teleport you around, but obviously I don't have her quite yet, so. And I generally like to try to get everybody as early as I can now. There's definitely been some exceptions to that. Like I had mentioned, there actually is quite a few videos there ago. I could have technically recruited Ulan quite a bit earlier than I did, but I just kind of dropped the ball on that one. But to be fair, it didn't really. I don't think it really affected anything. I think maybe I could have used her in a. Oh, what do they call them? Like the war battles or whatever. But Problem with her is she only has that bodyguard ability. She doesn't give you like +1 to your attack or +1 to your defense. But again, you know, the bodyguard ability actually is kind of nice. It just makes sure that, you know, if you're really dropping the ball and you let somebody's unit get taken out, that, you know, that none of the 3 characters can permanently die. So kind of interesting. But anyways, boy, about every 5 minutes here I have to stop and cough my brains out. Being sick is the worst. Anyways. Okay, oh, this is our first stop apparently here. It's South Window Item Shop. Ah, that's right. Okay, so obviously it should look a little suspicious there. The kobold just came running out of here. And then here, what is this? The blue stone? 50. No, how about 30? Oh, okay. The heck? Hee, I hope he likes it. He probably will, as long as you've made it with love. Alright, anyways, let's head back to Kobold Village. And again, this is one of the reasons why this goes so much more quickly with Vicky recruited, but oops. Stopping in at the blacksmith. Alright, let's see what we can do. Nothing. Oh, there's the Tengar Plus. I think along with Flick's weapon there, I think Hicks's weapon just, so obviously his starts out as Tengar, it looks like Tengar Plus, and then I think you just get pluses added along as you rank it up at, you know, certain tiers. I think that works the same as Flick's weapon, whereas, you know, like the hero's weapon, for instance, will be like the twin fang or something like that, and then it, you know, becomes the twin heaven fang later on. So the name changes a little bit, but again, you know, going along with the warrior village weapon naming policy, they apparently are only allowed to add pluses at the ends of their weapons, or at the end of their weapon names. But all right, anyway, so we headed into the. So I think actually heading into Cuscus or Couscous, whatever, is a little bit faster. And kind of like traversing the city is a little bit faster than actually going, if you need to use the ship, and going through the headquarters or the castle, whatever. But oh, and now I need to cough again. Okay, I guess we're just gonna float here for a little while. Let's go, buddy. I'm not getting better just sitting here watching at this boat. Did I just say watching at this boat? I probably was thinking in my head looking at this boat, and then kind of swapped up my dialogue part of the way through. So indecisive on what I want to say sometimes. Cool. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. How about that? Yeah. All right, boy, what are we doing here? Come on, buddy, let's get a move on. We got places to be. We got kobold villages to get to. Characters to recruit. What else do we have to do? I don't know. Stuff, things. I actually just, I guess while we're sitting here, I want to bring up one thing. There's actually some combo attacks in the game that are kind of interesting. I don't know, kind of like why I guess I kind of forgot about them, but one of those being Ulan, whatever, and Hannah actually have a unite. So she's a little bit, I should say Hannah is maybe just a little bit more useful than I thought she was. But I guess I would say for like, I guess I'm talking to, yeah, Genji. This guy is not going to join us for a very long time, so I don't know why I keep coming here. It's just to check if he changed his mind, which, spoiler alert, he doesn't. Again, at least not for a very long time. But yeah, anyway, so those two actually have a combination attack that I think it actually hits all enemies. So I kind of wish I would have maybe tried that out a little bit more, but I don't know. It's actually kind of weak. I think it's like 0.5 damage to all enemies. That's my guess. But so I've always got a Fury rune on Elan now, and Hannah can only ever get one rune. So I think it probably, if you're going to use those two and use their combo attack, it probably makes sense to do another Fury rune on Hannah as well. The other kind of good thing about Hannah, and I don't think it makes up for how... I mean, it doesn't make up for the fact that she's only got one rune spot, is that she can use a shield. But again, I just don't think that... Because I like the Mangosh. I'm a fan of that. It adds a decent amount of... or it just lets you counterattack more. So I think that's kind of cool. But again, I don't know. I don't think it's good enough to merit... I should say, I don't think Hannah's really good enough to make a case, or the Mangosh isn't enough to make a case for her. And again, only the one rune spot, so she's just ends up being pretty much garbo. But and then on top of that, I'll be honest. So later on in the game, we're going to be able to recruit. I should say, so if you loaded data from Suikoden 1 like I did, we're actually going to be able to recruit the hero from the first game, and he's got a combine attack with our main character, and their unite attack is like 1 times damage to all. I think it's either 1 times or 0.75 times damage to all enemies, and that's just, that's going to outclass the Elan and Hannah combo. So, once we pick him up, it's game over pretty much. But that being said, that's not going to happen for quite a while yet. So I mean, to be complete, we still have to get there. So, and then again, if you haven't loaded Suikoden 1 data, you're not going to have that option anyway. So yeah. But again, I actually really do like that their combo attack. Basically, really, there's a couple of good combo attacks there that hit all enemies, which is, kind of good for some of the latter battles where you fight a lot of enemies. Yeah, I kind of like going that route as opposed to just the auto attack command. Just because generally, even if your characters are kind of built up fairly well, you're still not going to be able to. Again, with those latter battles, you won't be able to take everything out in. By just having everybody use the auto attack command. So, again, I think some of those combine attacks that have, so I should say some of the combine attacks that are multi-target are really worth using. So, and again, at least in Ulan and Hannah's case, I mean, I can't speak much for Hannah, but Ulan still has a fantastic rune that she can use in boss battles. So, so that combo might actually still be worth kind of using for that specific reason. Or I should say for those reasons that I've spelled out. Anyways, all right. So what are we doing next? We did the Cavern of the Wind, which again, if you notice there's a kobold that comes out right away, so it should be obvious something's up. Oh jeez, got that tickle in the back of the throat. Don't cough, don't cough. Ugh. Okay. So back to Kobold Village yet again. Just trying to think of some other good combos off the top of my head. I'm kind of drawing a blank, to be completely honest. I think I kind of went over my the ones that I actually kind of like, sort of. Yeah. Anyways, alright, so here we are. I mean, come on, man. Alright, so again, completely obvious now that this is a big ruse. The green bell. Okay, and the sewers beneath. 2 rivers. So, I mean, the other thing is, like, to be completely fair, even that, so the first one, that was obviously dumb. Like, we just went to an item shop and bought an item. Like, okay. Like, I guess being a good man, you know, requires you to buy gifts for your significant other. Wow. Yeah, that's right. I went there. And then the second one is we go to the Cave of the Wind and don't even really go inside. I mean, granted, yeah, you go in for the first, like, what, couple steps, and it's right there. So basically zero real effort. Oh, here's a recipe. To be honest, so I think if I could do everything all over again, I wouldn't have bought any of the recipes that came from Rare Finds, just because they're basically always accessible. Like, there isn't a point in the game where you're like, oh man, I can't get here and get this recipe now. Oh, I shouldn't even say that. There could be. Yeah, I don't know. Now I kind of feel bad. I don't know. That might actually not be the case. Because, you know, there are places like Muse, which I don't know if you can get any recipes from Muse, but, like, Muse is not accessible for the vast majority of the game. So, yeah, maybe I spoke a little too soon on that. But, anyways, certain places like 2 Rivers here. Once you have access to 2 Rivers, you never lose access to 2 Rivers. So, I guess keep that in mind. The only exception to that would be, oh, what did I just get there? Wind amulet? Is that what I just got? I'm gonna look now, just in case. Ah, water amulet. My bad. I don't remember what that does. Repel magic and resist water. I'm assuming that repel magic is really low. That's my guess anyway. I don't know. Maybe that's like the 10% one. I know there's a certain piece of gear in the game that has like a 10% magic resist, which is actually pretty huge. Here's the shadows. Again, these are the guys that drop the Mangosh. And if I haven't brought it up enough, I love that shield. It's my favorite one in the game. Okay, so unfortunately here, when we, and this is kind of actually what I was talking about earlier with the rest of these missions is they're super easy, but at least this one they make you go into the sewers quite a ways. So maybe a little bit more manly. You know, it takes a little bit more of a man to venture into the sewers this far. And then here, I don't know. I actually don't think that this was the best way to go. So I kind of switched directions and went kind of back the way I came. And I think had I just kept going through the sewers, it actually would have been faster. But whatever. You know, was it that big of a deal? Probably not. All right. Actually, so one thing that I should point out though is, it may have even been the last video I recruited Sid, and had I just actually waited until this kind of quest was active, I could have just grabbed Sid and not had to, you know, make 2 trips down here. So again, my bad. You know, hindsight being 50-50 and all that, as they say. But you know what? That's all right. More opportunities to farm Mangoshes. Okay, so that's the last item. We'll still need to. We have to find Tengar in the Cobalt Forest after this. And I actually want to point one thing out, too. So, I think this is the first time that we'll actually have access to the Cobalt Forest. And you got to be really careful in there. Namely, you don't want to grab the treasures. So, I think actually I shouldn't even say that. It's not just all of the treasures. I think it's the first one. I think it's got like a necklace in it or something like that. And the reason why you don't want to do that is because if you grab that treasure, there's some bug that affects. I think there's like a lamb or something or a sheep in here, or in the forest somewhere, like deeper. And if you grab the necklace, it makes it so that you can't get that lamb again. Ugh. You know, the game is just full of crazy bugs like that. So, you know, again, you've been warned. I've warned you. And it looks like that's the first treasure there. So again, I'm not gonna grab this. I think it's just a necklace in there. But the other thing is, like, I think the very, very last treasure in this area is a mangosh. And I didn't actually grab it. Oh, I got really lucky there. So there's recipe number 12. Excuse me. And that's from the, what are these guys called? Are these Eagle Men or Hawk Men? I don't know. They look like the guys in Rakute. Eagle Man, okay. So again, so they are one of the ones that drop the, you know, it's a droppable recipe. So again, basically I don't hand any of the droppable recipes over to our cook, which we technically actually don't even have yet, until I've obtained all of the droppable recipes. And that's again just to avoid yet another one of the bugs in the game. Sorry. It's just one of those days. One of those days. 4 days in a row. Okay. Doing some damage here. Doing work. Ooh, a sandwich. That sounds lovely. I actually think that the lamb is around here somewhere, or at least I thought it was. Maybe it's deeper. And it actually might not even be here yet. I don't know. I don't remember. I guess we'll know it if we see it. Crunch, crunch. As far as the treasures in here, maybe it's appropriate that I want to say most of them are necklaces. And it's only your kobolds that can equip those. So again, I thought that was where that sheep was. It was right back there in that little clearing. I could be wrong though. Oh wow, yeah. So I didn't even notice I had Stallion with me. So I think that makes sense. You know, we're doing a lot of running around on the world map for this quest. So again, probably makes sense to bring him along. And alright, so here we are. Quest complete, right? Back there behind the tree or underneath the tree, I don't think you can actually really see it from here, but there is a treasure chest underneath there. And that's the one that's got the mangosh in it. This was all in a ruse? You're kidding me! Who? What? No, I can't believe it. What about all those items? Well, of course that was all bullshit. Come on. Is the test of being a man a test of also how naive you can be? Because failed. Zing. Alright, here's Siegfried. And who will be eaten? Really? Is that what unicorns do? They eat people? Are you a maiden? I will take you. Oh, jeez. Okay. Sexy, kinda. What will you do? Oh, I'll chop your horn right off. I don't know. What do you mean, what am I gonna do? I'll make dog food out of you. Make kobold food out of you. Alright, there we go. There's Hicks kind of manning up. How about that? Excuse me. Alright, so that's Siegfried, and he actually is recruitable. Not for a while yet. We'll have to get, what's his name, Badeau. He's the guy that we had actually come across in the, what is it, the Green Hill Matilda border? He's in that little forest there. We unfortunately weren't able to, you know, get him on the first trip, but that's a-okay. Okay, alright, so that's that. Probably the most effort that you have to put into recruiting any characters is those two. Everybody else seems pretty easy. It's usually just a, you know, walk up to them, talk to them, hey, you want to join us? And, you know, if you've got the right stuff or the right amount of people, they're like, yup. Whereas these guys got to go gallivanting all over the world and pick up useless items. But anyways, it's done now. We've accomplished it. And we're all the better for it. Alright, anyways, I'm out of time. As always, hope the guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.